This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Finger Lakes Partners Insurance, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Finger Lakes Construction, Red's Place, Ferrara Lumber, Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, Penny's Place Restaurant, the Seneca Falls Country Club, the Omen Theater, FingerLakes1.com, Digital Marketing, and Aflac Supplemental Insurance.
And a good evening from Bloomfield High School. We apologize for our technical issues tonight, but we are finally able to come to you with this Class D1 semifinal game with 3:06 left to play in the third quarter. It's top-seeded Clyde-Savannah 48 and the number 5 seed Mount Morris 38. And make it 48-40, a missed free throw, but an offensive rebound and putback from Dylan Cicero makes it 48-40. Brendan Harrington along with Tane Robinson. And on the other side, Marcus Chance Jr. drives and hits a little floater by the right block to put it back up to 10 at 50-40. 2:44 left to play in the third quarter. This is Cicero. Loose ball picked up by Regal. Back to Cicero with the wraparound bounce pass, who lays it up and in for two.
Mount Morris keeps hanging around. You know, the lead has been as high as 17 at points during the game, but they're closing the gap.
And on the other end, driving all the way to the basket, Marcus Chance hangs in the air and draws the foul. He's going to head to the free throw line. This has been a game with a ton of fouls on both sides, particularly on Clyde-Savannah. That's going to be the third foul on Cameron Regal, one of Mount Morris's top players. And a trip to the free throw line for Marcus Chance, who's 4 for 4. He already has 20 points in the game. And the first free throw rims out.
And Marcus and Derek Chance have been all over the floor on the defensive end. Have got quick hands. They've been stealing the basketball and then converting those steals into points on the other end.
Devin Young back into the game for Mount Morris. Drew Carnevale in for the Golden Eagles of Clyde-Savannah. Second free throw coming up for Marcus Chance. This would make it a 9-point game, and it's up and in. So 21 for Chance, 51-42. Mount Morris down 9 with the basketball. Dylan Cicero running the point.
Clyde-Savannah's dropped into a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight.
And there's going to be a foul off the ball down on the low post where Justin Martin was trying to post up. And that's going to be a third foul on Drew Carnevale, all in the second half. He's picked him up in a hurry here in the third quarter. Mount Morris down 9 with the basketball. Colin Young at the top of the key, hounded by Derek Chance. Goes wing right side for Martinez. They reverse all the way around for Young. He's going to let it fly for 3. Nope, too strong. Kareem's off the backboard. And we're going to have a loose ball foul on Mount Morris underneath. And it will send it back the other way to Clyde-Savannah. And it looks like they're going to get Devin Young with his third. And Cam Chance will come into the game for Clyde-Savannah. So as you said, Tani, Clyde had a big lead in the first half. They led 24-11 at the end of the first quarter, led by as many as 17, just came out of the gates and just blitzed Mount Morris. But really credit Mount Morris with coming back. Nearly a steal there from Cicero. Clyde able to get it up into the front court. Now they'll get into the half court with 23 on the shot clock. Cam Chance at the elbow, drives all the way to the basket and draws the foul as Martin came over late. And it will be Dustin Martin charged with his second foul.
And Clyde-Savannah has really done a nice job with the full court defensive pressure. And it's really been challenging for Mount Morris once they secure a rebound or get the ball in bounds to be able to advance it past the half-court line without turning the ball over.
So Cam Chance to the free throw line. First free throw on the way and 2 strong. So that keeps it at a 9-point margin. 51-42, Clyde-Savannah, the top seed, 18-4 on the season, rolling with wins in the first 2 rounds over Kendall and Fillmore. And a second shot, not even close, but an offensive rebound, Marcus Chance. And he'll back it all the way out to the wing. And he's going to pull up for 3. That's off to the right. battle for the rebound, still loose underneath. On the floor, one of the Eagles came away with it, gets it back to Marcus Chance, but the runner no good. Nobody rotated back. Martinez ahead of the pack, lost the handle, out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for Hansel Martinez.
He had a nice job of Dylan Cicero getting that ball out in transition, but Martinez just lost the handle going up for the layup.
Jaden McKinney will check in for Clyde-Savannah. Tim Jackson, the 1980 grad from Clyde-Savannah, is the head coach. They get it across the timeline. Derek Chance drives, cut off at the left elbow, hits the streaking Carnevale. A lot of contact, no call, missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Mount Morris. Outlet pass was batted out of bounds right in front of the benches, and it will stay with Mount Morris with 1:01 left to play in the third quarter. Again, we apologize for coming to you here late today. We had some technical issues. We finally worked them out, and we'll have the rest of this game for you, which is a 9-point game, and then the second game of our D1 semifinal, an FL West old rivalry. Renewed, Honeoye and Naples for the right to go to the Blue Cross Arena. Meanwhile, Cicero takes a bump, had it stripped from behind. They're going to call a jump ball, and the possession arrow will send it back over to Clyde-Savannah with 52.9 left in the third quarter.
Well, a nice job by the senior Derek Chance, getting his hands in there to tie up that ball.
Both teams will send in substitutions real quick. Little offense, defense as Cam Chance now comes back into the game for McKinney for Clyde-Savannah. So Eagles ball, again attacking the basket to our left. Clyde in their home whites. Cam Chance between the rings, kicks it out. This is Derek Chance for three from the left wing. No good, too strong, but Mount Morris throws away the outlet pass, feeling the pressure. Carnevale off the pass from Derek Chance, lays it up and in for two, and that was a huge mistake. Here comes Mount Morris the other way. We'll have a kick as Steven Soto tried the bounce pass, but it was kicked by Derek Chance. 27.7 left in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. An 11-point lead now for Clyde-Savannah. Off the inbound, nobody guards. Cicero missed the three, but an offensive rebound and put back from Justin Martin.
Boy, nice tenacious rebounding by Martin there, getting off the ground.
Clyde-Savannah can hold for the last shot with 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Derek Chance, guarded by Soto, trying to force him left, picks it up way deep in the backcourt, and it is deflected out of bounds over the Mount Morris bench with 7.2 seconds left. Over the Clyde-Savannah bench, I should say. And again, some offense-defense substitutions for Clyde as Cam Chance comes back in. They'll inbound on the near sideline. They get it in with 6 seconds left. Marcus Chance, crossover dribble, 3 seconds left. Into the corner, three-pointer on the way from Carnevale, no good, and that's how the third quarter will come to an end. With your score, top-seeded Clyde-Savannah 53, and fifth-seeded Mount Morris 44. It's the D semifinals on Finger Lakes 1. As we start the fourth quarter, Josh Hart with a huge three-pointer for Mount Morris to pull them within 6 at 53-47. Just underway in the fourth quarter. Clyde-Savannah basketball. Pull-up 18-footer from Derek Chance is off the mark, and the rebound comes down to Mount Morris. 7:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Mount Morris basketball. Here's an open three from the corner, off the mark from Martinez. Offensive rebound. Martin goes up, has it blocked, and the loose ball picked up by Austin Diver.
Boy, what an athletic block by Derek Chance.
Carnevale spins, goes up, and gets the roll, and that pushes it up to 8. 10 points for Drew Carnevale, 55-47. Meanwhile, coming back the other way, Justin Martin leaves it for the trailing Martinez, who hangs in the air and completes the tough finish. Hansel Martinez now quickly back the other way. Derek Chance leaves it for Marcus Chance. Three-pointer no good, and rebound hit the, we're gonna have a, yep, it's gonna be out of bounds off the top of the backboard.
Boy, the pace of this game has just been fantastic, Brendan. And as the game's gone on, this is a packed house here in Bloomfield.
Yeah, there are very few empty spaces in the bleachers here at Bloomfield High School. Mount Morris down 6. They could cut it to 4 or even 3 with a three-pointer, but oh, he just dribbled it. Colin Young dribbled it off his foot. Now a 3-on-1 breakaway the other way off the steal. Carnevale reverse layup off the pass from Derek Chance. And timeout with 6:26 left to play in the fourth quarter, and that pushes it back up to 8, 57-49. And the head coach for Mount Morris, Brian Stout, complaining that there was no foul. Colin Young lost the basketball, but there was a lot of contact. It's been a very physical game, Tony, and a lot of fouls have been called. And you know, sometimes when you have that, you just can't possibly call every foul.
Of course, with the shift to the semifinals here, you go to 3-man officiating crews, so the way the game is called changes a little bit. But this has been a pretty physical game, even though there's been a lot of fouls called. The officials have done a nice job of calling fouls around the basket, but have really been letting both teams play in the open court.
And as we go forward, each team with 5 team fouls, so each team has 1 foul to give, and several players with 3 fouls. Devin Young and Cameron Regal for Mount Morris, and then Drew Carnevale, Patrick Marketel, and Cam Chance, all with 3 fouls for Clyde-Savannah. It'll be Mount Morris basketball with the length of the floor to travel. Hart will inbound, and he'll get it right into Martinez. I'm going to drop back into either a half-court or three-quarter court defense. They look to trap at the half-court. They get it across. Martinez drives into the lane, kicks it back. Wide open three-pointer, but just barely grazes the rim. Josh Hart, and the rebound to Carnevale. Great look. Just couldn't connect.
And the long ball really hasn't been there too much for Mount Morris today. They've gotten some nice open shots, but not made too many of them.
Carnevale drives to the basket. Runner no good off the back rim. Gets his own rebound. Dead center of the lane. Kicks it out. Down to the left wing, Marcus Chance drives, leaves it underneath for Austin Diver. Back outside to Marcus Chance. Runner is good as he comes into the lane.
High arcing runner there.
24 for Marcus, the 6th team foul. Second on Hart. So next foul for Mount Morris will put Clyde into the bonus. 10-point lead for the Golden Eagles, 59-49, and we're going to have a reach in here against Mount Morris. Colin Young reaching in on Derek Chance. That's going to put Derek at the line for a 1-and-1. 17 points for Derek Chance. So the 2 older brothers combining for 41 points out of the 59 for Clyde-Savannah. Front end, halfway down, and comes out.
May have been the first one he's missed tonight. He's been solid from the free throw line.
Meanwhile, here comes Mount Morris back the other way. Open three-pointer, Colin Young, air ball too strong. And you'll hear it from the Clyde-Savannah faithful. And Marcus Chance comes away with it. 10-point lead for the Golden Eagles, trying to make it back to the sectional finals for the first time since they won sectionals back in 2014. Great no-look pass from Marcus Chance, but Carnevale can't finish. Or, correction, that was Cam Chance, good finish. And we're going to have a whistle and a blocking foul on the other end as Mount Morris looked to push it, and Cameron Regal drew the foul.
And Cameron Regal, the big 6'3" junior, had a steam going to the basket there. Valiant effort by Clyde-Savannah to hang in there and try and take the charge.
Marcus Chance tried to step in and draw the charge. It was not a shooting foul, apparently, so Mount Morris will inbound, plowing his way to the basket. Regal, but couldn't finish, and the rebound to Cam Chance. Well, every trip now for Mount Morris really important, and they miss an opportunity there down close to the basket. Derek Chance handling the ball. Leaves it back for Carnevale. Carnevale to Marcus Chance. Dribbles to the top of the key. Little weave action going right now. To Diver to Derek Chance. 12 on the shot clock. Derek going to go one-on-one here against Colin Young. Leaves it in the corner for Carnevale. The baseline all the way back top of the key to Marcus Chance. Down the right edge of the lane. What a scoop shot with the shot clock running down.
Some razzle-dazzle with that finish for Marcus Chance.
25 now I have for Chance. Back the other way. All the way to the basket and contact Cameron Regal, but no call. The whistle is for a timeout. So Cameron Regal in transition with the quick bucket.
And real nice ball control by Cameron Regal. He had a full head of steam going, did a nice job of slowing himself down, gathering, going up and finishing nicely with the right hand.
Timeout called by the Blue Devils of Mount Morris. They are a really good team in that number 5 spot, the number 5 seed here in D1. 15-7 on the year. They advance to the semifinals with wins in the first round over 12-seeded Alfred Allman, 69-34. And then on Saturday in the quarterfinals, disposed of 13th-seeded Lindenville, 69-54. So really kind of breezed into the semifinals here. Mount Morris has not been to the championship game since 2011, and their last sectional title, 1969.
Boy, and that was a heartbreaker back in 2011. Lost by 1 to the champs, Houghton, that year.
Houghton was the 6th seed. Mount Morris was the number 1 seed, so that was an upset, and you know that had to sting, losing by 1 as the favorite team. But right now, they're in a big hole, 61-51, full court pressure. Clyde able to get it in. And across the timeline goes Marcus Chance. Leaves it for Carnevale. Derek Chance takes the handoff at the top of the key. They've gone to spreading the floor and doing a little weave action, though they still have Cam Chance at the high post.
Running a little bit of clock is Clyde-Savannah on this possession.
Down to 12 on the shot clock. Last time they ran it down and then scored with the shot clock running down. Down to 7 of the shot clock. It was this guy with the ball in his hands last time, Marcus Chance, crossover dribble, step back, throws it up, and no rim, so that'll be a shot clock violation. Good thing, too, for Mount Morris because it hit the backboard, went right to Patrick Marketel. He could have laid it in, but the ball had not hit the rim, so that's a shot clock violation. Dylan Cicero back in for Mount Morris. Don't want to say a must score here, Tony, but with 3:20 left to play in a 10-point game, nearly that for Mount Morris. They break the three-quarter court pressure, nearly a turnover. Loose ball picked up by Josh Hart, goes up and draws the foul. Almost got the layup to go down.
Yeah. Caught a little bit of a break there as Martinez lost the handle on the ball, but Josh Hart gathered, did a nice job going up, trying to finish. Almost put it in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And Patrick Marketel had come back in with 4 fouls, and he just picked up a 5th, so he is fouled out with just 3 points. So he was hampered by foul trouble all night long. Now we turn our attention to Josh Hart at the free throw line. Hart has 9 points, first trip to the line today, and it spins out. Big miss at the free throw line. He'll get a second opportunity to get it back to single digits.
Ladies, facing a hostile crowd, which is not something that high school players typically have to do here at Bloomfield.
Bigger and bigger from this point in the season as we get deeper into sectionals. Second free throw was good. The lead is 9, 61-52. Derek Chance hands off to Drew Carnevale right near the B logo at center floor here at Bloomfield High School. Oh, Josh Hart deflected and stolen. Hart splits the double team, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 coming up for Josh Hart as he'll head right back to the line. Well, that was a great athletic defensive play from Hart.
Yeah, Josh really got off the ground there to snatch that ball out of the air and then push the tempo the other way.
Josh Hart, key player on this Mount Morris team. Of course, you hear the name Josh Hart in basketball, you think of the Villanova star that helped lead the Wildcats to a national title 2 years ago. first free throw up and in on the front end of the 1-and-1. Boy, every time you think Mount Morris is out of this game, they come back from the dead.
They've been hanging around.
Second shot up and in. 3 of 4 from the line for Hart, and the lead is 7. It was just at 10. Oh, great crossover dribble from Marcus Chance. Forces the issue around the defender, missed it, then comes back with the ball as he tiptoes the baseline, and a heads-up timeout called by head coach Tim Jackson. Boy, I thought that was a great first crossover, but then Marcus Chance, you talked about how Clyde had been doing such a good job of running clock. He forced the issue and took that shot way too early, but got a big break when the ball came back to him.
He did, and I think that's what Coach Jackson's probably going to talk about there. But one of the things that's happened in the last couple minutes is we've seen Clyde-Savannah lose their offensive flow a little bit, sometimes slowing down the game. And changing what you're doing on offense can be effective for running clock, but if you're not scoring, it can also be detrimental and start to let a team creep back into it.
Just doing some number crunching here. Mount Morris has gotten to the free throw line a lot, but they've also missed some opportunities there. They're 12 of 23 from the free throw line in this game. 2:38 left to play in the fourth quarter in this Class D1 boys basketball semifinal matchup between top-seeded Clyde-Savannah and the number 5 seed Mount Morris. Clyde-Savannah has led throughout this game, right from the start, had a 17-point lead in the first half. It has been trimmed to as few as 6 here in the second half. Right now it stands at 7. Clyde will put it back in play with 2:35 to go. Derek Chance dribbling on the right wing. Colin Young defending. Chance into the middle of the lane, draws contact, left the shot short, but he's going to go to the free throw line. And that'll be on Young, his 4th. I'm going to go out on a limb, and with 2:30 left to play, I'm going to say that Patrick Marketell will not be the only player who fouls out of this game.
Now, this has been a physical basketball game right from the start.
Derek Chance nails the first free throw.
Big free throw for Chance, stretching the lead up to 8.
He has 18 now, 62-54. Second shot coming up for Derek. Smooth, nails it.
That's the type of senior leadership you expect out of your 2 top players.
Clyde's not going to back off with that light pressure. They'll trap as soon as Cicero comes across the timeline, and a timeout called by Mount Morris's head coach, Brian Stout.
Yeah, Coach Stout was worried. He saw that trap. His player actually did a nice job of passing the ball out of it, but wanted to play it safe and make sure that they came away with something positive in this possession.
Again, this is the first game of our doubleheader, second game of our doubleheader. I don't think the gym's going to get any quieter because the 2 FL West rivals, who are each within a half-hour drive of where we are tonight, the Honeoye Bulldogs and the Naples Big Green, going to do battle for the right to move on to the Blue Cross Arena and meet the winner of this game.
The Cinderella story is going to carry on for one of those 2 teams as both of them came away with some big upsets in the last round.
And with all due respect to Naples and Honeoye, you get the feeling this is the de facto championship game right here. Mount Morris giving Clyde everything they can handle. They go inside to Regal, double teamed, and that's a jump ball, but possession arrow will keep it with Mount Morris. Now, check that. They got it to start the quarter, so it's going to send it back over to Clyde-Savannah.
Yeah, Drew Carnival with a nice job. They doubled immediately there, and he was able to strip the ball away from Regal.
Full court pressure from Mount Morris. Clyde able to get it in. Derek Chance being hounded every step of the way by Colin Young. Gets around him. Scores!
Oh, my!
And was fouled! And Mount Morris has come back from a lot tonight, but that could be a knockout blow.
What a play by Derek Chance. I mean, an incredible crossover in the open floor. Leaned left, went right, and then a real athletic finish near the basket, gets the foul.
Steven Soto tried to draw the charge, but again, that lateral quickness from Derek Chance. And the free throw up and in. Tremendous old-fashioned three-point play from Derek Chance. You see some of the same moves that on the football field left defenders wondering where their jockstrap was. Right there, you see it on the basketball court. And it puts the lead back up to 12 at 66-54. And Clyde-Savannah really taking care of business at the free throw line as well.
Boy, the student section for Clyde can feel it here. They're letting their team know. One of the things that's fun about this venue, if you haven't been over to the Bloomfield Bomber Barn, is that there are bleachers on 2 sides of the court, including the end, which makes for almost a college-like atmosphere.
Yeah. It's fun. So just looking at the updated numbers here, Clyde-Savannah 14 of 21 I have officially at the free throw line. So they've been a little bit more efficient at the free throw line in this game, and part of the reason they enjoy a 12-point lead, 66-54, with 2:07 left to play in this fourth quarter. Full court pressure. Mount Morris gets it across. Boy, Cameron Regal can't buy a bucket right now. He spins, misses the runner from 6 feet. And Clyde-Savannah will come back the other way with 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter. And now their biggest thing is to try and run clock. But now the lane opens up. Could be an intentional foul. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball on that. I thought it was so clearly a foul, they might call an intentional foul. Now they're going to call the foul on Josh Hart. Marcus Chance, it looked like he was just going to waste it with the dribble, and all of a sudden he spun and saw a wide open lane to the basket, but it was an obvious grab by Josh Hart. And so finally the refs sorted out, and they do make the call on the foul, and so that's going to send Marcus Chance to the free throw line. 66-54, first shot up and in. Now, I'll say this as well, Tony, even though Mount Morris has done such a good job of hanging around, and every time it looks like they're going to be knocked out of this game, they come back. Never really feel like Clyde-Savannah hasn't had a firm grasp on this one as the second shot up and in.
Yeah, they grabbed that lead early on in the first quarter with pressure and have really hung on to it. I think about the lowest it's been is 6.
1:30 to play. Out of the double team, Cicero gets rid of it for Regal. And now the three-pointer from Josh Hart rims out. Rebound. Regal again. Boy, he just cannot buy a basket. It was halfway down and spun out. And the rebound comes down to Derek Chance. And a whistle and a foul. And now Clyde-Savannah starting to smell it. 68-54 with 1:15 left to play. And the Golden Eagles going back to the free throw line. You know, you look at this Golden Eagles team, they won the back-to-back sectional titles in 2013 and 14. We know the storied history of this program. Then it was kind of, handing it off to the next group, which was led by Marcus Chance and is led by Marcus Chance and Derek Chance and Drew Carnevale. And all of a sudden you look, this is their last chance to win a sectional title as the first free throw up and in for Derek. And they were upset last year, a big upset in the semifinals to Cuba Rushford, a game that they led comfortably in the first half and just kind of fell apart in the second half. Second free throw up and in. And now they are 1:12 away from the Blue Cross Arena. Meanwhile, Cicero drives, misses the shot. Offensive rebound, Regal, and he draws the foul. Boy, Regal has pulled down a lot of rebounds in this game.
Well, it sure has. And I tell you, this Mount Morris team definitely has the height and length advantage in this game. They've done a nice job rebounding, but has struggled to finish. But credit to Clyde-Savannah, who's a little bit undersized comparatively.
Yeah. But,
man, are they athletic. They can jump and get off the floor, and they've got quick hands, stripping the ball. Done a nice job of double teaming when there's a mismatch inside. And so great defense by this Clyde-Savannah team.
Boy, and the struggles continue for Cameron Regal in terms of just trying to get the ball in the basket. Told you, underneath he can't buy a bucket. He's now 0 for 4 from the free throw line in the second half. That could be fatigue as well. There he gets one to go on the second shot.
A nice moment there as the senior Josh Hart comes off the court and gets a big hug from his head coach, Brian Stout.
It's a pretty good Mount Morris team, and they're going to be disappointed not to make the Blue Cross Arena, but it's the way it goes sometimes. They found themselves in the top half of the bracket, and the bottom half really opened up. They're probably looking at this second game, a Naples team they beat by over 30 points twice, and thinking, oh, if only we were in the bottom of the bracket. But meanwhile, Clyde just trying to run some clock down to 5 on the shot clock, and the silly foul there from Dylan Cicero with just 5 on the shot clock all the way back near the timeline, and that's going to mean another trip to the free throw line.
Yep, just 35 seconds away from a trip to the big house is Clyde-Savannah, as the sectional championship games this year will be back at the Blue Cross Arena. What an atmosphere that provides for our high school athletes.
Yep, they have not announced game times, but there will be 3 games Friday night, and the rest will be Saturday, including the D1 championship game, which will most likely be at the beginning of the day. To start the, what is it going to be, a quintuple header, I think, on Saturday? Five games. I think we got 3 on Friday and 5 on Saturday. Meanwhile, Mount Morris able to beat the pressure, and Hansel Martinez gets a layup. Martinez has had a nice second half. That cuts it to 13, 70-57. And we'll have a foul committed by Mount Morris with just 19.8 remaining. So Clyde-Savannah will improve to 19-4 and could possibly pick up their 20th victory if they win the sectional title, as the first shot rims out from Derek Chance. And second shot finds the mark. 19 seconds left to play. Mount Morris will slowly bring it up. Steven Soto. And Clyde not even really playing defense. Soto misses the layup, though. Carnevale with the rebound. And just 6 seconds will run off the clock, and that'll do it. Clyde-Savannah students will celebrate a trip back to the Blue Cross Arena, the final score in our first semifinal matchup. Top-seeded Clyde-Savannah, 71. And the number 5 seed, Mount Morris, 57. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have some final numbers for you from our first game, and then we start to look ahead to our second game between Honeoye and Naples, right here on Finger Lakes 1.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house first opened in 1950. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call fingerlakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Bloomfield High School, where the first game of our Class D1 semifinal doubleheader has just concluded. Clyde-Savannah, the top seed, advances to the championship game with a 71-57 win over Mount Morris, as Derek Chance and Marcus Chance, no surprise, lead the way I have them with 52 of the 71 points. We didn't get a chance to check with the final book before they headed into the locker rooms. We're down in the corner here, so sometimes we get a little bit obstructed. But I have Marcus Chance with 27, Derek Chance with 25, and so we'll say plus-minus margin of 2 in either direction. But either way, we know the Chance brothers lead the way with this team. Carnivale had 12. And like we said, Tani, credit Mount Morris with keeping things competitive, especially when things went south in the first quarter. I mean, this thing could have wound up being a 30, 40-point game as poorly as things began for them. But they rallied and made this a game.
Absolutely. They were held, scoreless for the first couple minutes of the game. And a little bit of a blitzkrieg by the Clyde-Savannah team did a nice job with their full court pressure, and just Mount Morris looked lost, was turning the ball over on every possession, and got into a decent hole, made a little run at the end of the first quarter to close the gap, but still was down 11-24 at the end of the first quarter. Did a nice job in the second quarter, started the second quarter on a 9-0 run, really crept their way back into the game. But then again, we saw Clyde-Savannah, when they needed to, make offense with their defense. They put the pressure back on. They had those quick hands of the guards that as soon as Mount Morris came down with a rebound, there were 3 sets of hands in trying to strip the ball away.
With that said, it was the first quarter that decided this game. Clyde led 24-11 at the end of the first quarter. It's a 13-point margin, and it winds up being a 14-point game. So Mount Morris played within 1 the rest of the way, and again, that's really a credit to them, the way they hung around in this one and made it tight. So Mount Morris finishes the season 15-8, and they bow out here in the semifinals, while Clyde-Savannah improves to 19-4, and they will move on and play in the championship game in Class D1, which will most likely be towards the beginning of the day on Saturday. They'll release the times, of course, a little bit later on in the week. So that's the story. Unofficially, again, didn't have a chance to run these numbers by the official book, but 13 points for Dylan Cicero, 13 points for Cameron Regal, 12 for Josh Hart, 8 for Hansel Martinez, and 6 for Justin Martin. Is what I have in terms of the final number. So 71-57. We're going to step aside here for a little bit. And right now they just put time up on the clock. So 8:15 is our scheduled start time for game number 2 of our doubleheader. So we're probably going to be coming back your way around 8 o'clock. But we'll leave.
We'll keep it here, take an extended break, and a little bit of crowd noise to make sure that that we're still here.
All right, sounds good. And again, the final score in game number 1 of our Class D1 doubleheader, top-seeded Clyde-Savannah 71, and the 5th seed Mount Morris 57. Brendan Harrington, Tane Robinson, and I almost said Jason Hart. It will be Jason Hunt. I almost said Jason Hart because we were talking about Hart before. But anyway, we're going to keep it right here, and we'll be back with game 2 in a little bit. Naples and Honeoye on Finger Lakes 1. Going
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call FingerLakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call FingerLakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Okay.
And a good evening from Bloomfield High School for Game 2 of our Class D1 semifinal matchup between the number 10 seed, Naples Big Green, and the number 6 seed, the Honeoye Bulldogs. Glad to have you along. Brendan Harrington along with Tane Robinson. Jason Hunt is our producer and director. We'll get it right out of the way. Tane and I are both Naples grads. We will do our best to be objective over the next couple of hours because Naples and Honeoye is a rivalry that goes back a long ways, and a lot is on the line in this edition as the two Finger Lakes West rivals will be playing for a trip to the Class D1 championship game at the Blue Cross Arena in downtown Rochester. And Tane, I'm going to say that most people did not expect this matchup in the semifinals between the 6 seed and the 10 seed.
No, they did not, but here we are. A pair of great upsets in the last round of sectionals. Naples knocking off the number 2 seed, Notre Dame.
Just a Section 5 juggernaut of a program in Batavia, Notre Dame. I know they bounced back and forth with Newark for most wins in Section 5 history. And that was a shocker that Naples was able to spring the upset on Saturday, 72-59. And before that, just to get there, it took them 2 overtimes for Naples to beat the 10th seed York on the road, 62-59. So tremendous run for Coach Salter in his 23rd season as the head coach for the Naples Big Green.
And for the Bulldogs, pulling an upset also, knocking off the 3rd-seeded Genesee Valley. So a nice win for the Honeoye Bulldogs, winning 74-66. And, they sort of had their way in the opening round over Bolivar Richburg with a 77-36 win.
So Honeoye is 13-9 on the season. Naples 10-12. Both teams finished in the middle of the pack of that mad scramble that was the Finger Lakes West this year behind Marcus Whitman, the eventual champion. And, we gave the Finger Lakes West a little bit of a hard time this year because they didn't have a lot of success out of league, particularly in matchups against the FL East, but they have fared very well in sectionals, especially these two teams right here, and Marcus Whitman still playing. And so, of course, the FL East we know has a lot of representatives. So a real opportunity here. We know an FL West team is going to the Blue Cross Arena. It's just going to be a matter of which one.
And we do have an FL East score to report for you over there on Finger Lakes 1. You might have heard earlier, Minders loses 61-57 to a tough Greece Odyssey squad.
Yeah, tough matchup for them in the semifinals as the Blue Devils fall 61-57. Greece Odyssey will go to 16-7. They advance to play the winner of Penn Yan Livonia, which you can listen to on our other feed. See if Penn Yan can get to the championship game. And Minders finishes the year at 19-4, but certainly a nice season for Kevin Korzaneski. Always tough, though, when you come up one game short of the Blue Cross Arena. Well, when you look at this matchup between Naples and Honeoye, of course, league rivals, they played twice during the regular season. Honeoye swept the season series, winning both games by double figures, winning in Honeoye 74-66 on December the 19th. And then the second matchup down in Naples on January 31st. Don't let the score fool you. This was a crazy game. Naples lost 83-62. Naples lost by 21 and led at one point in the first quarter by 19. They had a technical foul that was called in the first quarter and led to a plethora of Honeoye free throws that kind of gave them the momentum and completely shifted that game. So Naples knows they can play with Honeoye. They're familiar rivals. So, how much do you read into when you get a league rivals like this that played twice during the regular season?
Well, two teams and two programs that know each other well. These kids have been playing basketball against each other, probably since 4th grade, most of them. And so they're very familiar with each other's games. And, difficult to beat a team 3 times during a season. But, of course, Honeoye must be taking a little bit of a confidence boost in the fact that they have beaten this Naples squad twice already this year.
Now, there is the old adage that it's tough to beat a team 3 times, and that's what it's going to take for Honeoye to make the sectional championship game is to beat a team 3 times. So we'll see if that plays into the favor of Naples as well. If you look at those two individual matchups, no surprises. Honeoye, we know they're 2 scoring threats, their main two scoring threats are John Marble and Max Yale, and in both games, those were the top two scorers. Marble scored 25 points in the first game at Honeoye, 22 at Naples. Yale had averaged 21 points in those two games, and then Jonathan Vieira also had a big game down at Naples with 21. For Naples, their big guns, Evan Bay and Cole Rathbun. Evan Bay, a big part of the reason that Naples knocked off Batavia Notre Dame. He hit 5 3-pointers and had a team-high 20 points. Cole Rathbun, the undersized point guard for Naples, he's just 5'7", but a tremendous ball handler. If he had about 4 more inches and 30 more pounds, he would be perhaps the best player in the league. He is a tremendous talent for Naples.
Yeah, a real talented ball handler, and definitely you mentioned the hot shooting of Evan Bay the other night. On any given night when it gets to the postseason, you have a shooter go off, your team's going to have a pretty chance of being successful.
What's interesting is we know that these teams get their scoring punch from the outside and from their guards, but could be some difference makers down low. And if Naples is going to spring another upset, look for Ben Schaefer, the 6'6" senior. He's had kind of an up and down road this year. Talking with Coach Mick Salter, Batavia Notre Dame got off to a real rough start in the first quarter, and Coach Salter took him out of the game, and he went back in and helped to really turn the tide the rest of the way. So that is the story. If Naples is going to spring the upset, look for Ben Schaefer. So we're getting ready. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups here as the teams are headed to their bench areas. And we'll start with the number 10 seed, the Naples Big Green. Everything okay? Okay. So for Coach Mick Salter, the Big Green, 10-12 overall. Another thing for Naples, they are 2-0 in neutral court games this year. And we'll see here, both the teams are lined up. Are we going to do an anthem first?
Yep.
Okay,
We're going to
realize we'd have it before.
We're going to stay right here for the anthem.
All right. So we'll wait until after the anthem until we get to the starting lineups. So we're going to turn our mics down right now. We'll put the master volume up here, and you can listen in on our national anthem.
Please look around the gym and note the location of the lighted exit signs. These will be used in case of an emergency. All Section 5 of the Finger Lakes High School Athletic Association's sportsmanship rules will be enforced. Please keep all cheering supportive and positive. Please follow our Section 5 sportsmanship motto. Be loud, be proud, and be positive. Please refrain from making derogatory chants or gestures by using names, numbers, nicknames, or profanity. Any inappropriate comment may result from the contest. Remember, this is a game played by high school athletes and coached by high school coaches, so please respect each team's play on the court and enjoy the game. All types of noise makers are prohibited. The Bloomfield Center Court Club will be selling concessions throughout tonight's game. Please be considerate and throw all trash in the appropriate bins. New York State law prohibits the use of any tobacco products on school grounds. And for the players' safety, please do not enter the gymnasium while the game is in session so play is not disrupted. Please stay off of the playing surface when entering and exiting the gym at halftime and following the game. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. At this time, please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, which will be sung by the moment.
Broad stripes and bright stars
And a good evening once again from Bloomfield High School in Bloomfield, New York, where we are getting set for Game 2 of our Section 5 boys basketball Class D1 doubleheader. A semifinal matchup between the number 10 seed, Naples Big Green, and the number 6 seed, Honeoye Bulldogs. Glad to have you along again. I'm Brendan Harrington, along with Tane Robinson, Jason Hunt behind the scenes. And let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups. First of all, for the Big Green of Naples, who are 10-12 on the season. In the backcourt at the point guard is 5'7" junior Cole Rathbun, who had 18 points in the upset win over Batavia Notre Dame. Also starting the backcourt will be 5'10" senior Evan Bay, who had a team-high 20 points against Batavia Notre Dame. Nick Clearman starts in the backcourt as well, a 6-foot junior swingman. And then up front, it'll be Nick Green, the 6-foot junior forward, who had 12 points against Batavia. And Ben Schaefer in the middle, the 6'6" senior. Mick Salter in his 23rd season at the helm for Naples. Over the last 6 seasons, Coach Salter with a winning percentage of 70%, going 89-39, and winning a pair of Finger Lakes West titles. But what continues to elude Coach Salter is a trip to the Blue Cross Arena. In fact, Naples has not gone to a championship game in Section 5 since 1964. Again, it's Rathbun, Bay, Clearman, Green, and Schaefer for the Big Green. For the Honeoye Bulldogs, 6-time Section 5 champions. They are 13-9 on the season. In the backcourt, it'll be 5'10" senior guard John Marble, who had 35 points in the upset win at Genesee Valley. Max Yale starts in the backcourt, of 5'11" senior, averaged 21 points in the two games against Naples. John Vieira will start, the 5'10" senior who had 21 in the game at Naples. Tyler Rudolph starts up front, a 6'3" junior forward, and Dennis White, a 5'11" senior forward. Trevor Gage, the head coach for Honeoye. Again, it's Yale, Marble, Vieira, Rudolph, and White. Honeoye will be in their home white uniforms as the higher-seeded team. Naples in their road green. Here's the opening tip. Honeoye will go from right to left, but it'll be Naples controlling with the basketball to open up this semifinal matchup between the two FL West rivals. Nearly a turnover from Nick Green. Gets it back to Rathbun at the top of the key. He'll match up with Max Yale.
Honeoye open up in man-to-man defense.
Clearman trying to work off the screen from Schaefer. Now back for Rathbun with 15 to shoot. Down the left edge of the lane. Leaves it back for Schaefer. He goes into the center of the lane. Baby hook shot off glass is good. Naples with the early
off the glass for Mr. Schaefer.
Early 2-0 lead for the Big Green. Max Yale drives, hangs in the lane, missed the shot, got his own rebound, however. Takes it back outside. Marble for 3. Book it. John Marble right between the eyes, and Honeoye takes a 3-2 lead. Here comes Rathbun the other way. Scoop shot no good. Late whistle to foul, and Cole Rathbun will be headed to the free throw line.
Rathbun's able to draw the foul. Boy, the atmosphere in here, Brendan, is just electric.
And the bleachers have filled in again, and we had a packed house for the first game of our doubleheader. Clyde-Savannah with a 71-57 win over Mount Morris. And now Naples and Honeoye for the right to play the Golden Eagles at Blue Cross Arena on Saturday. First shot from Rathbun is up and in.
A sea of green and blue here in the crowds.
That ties the game 3-3. The foul was charged on Rudolph, his first. Second shot up and in. Naples back on top with a 4-3 lead. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Vieira into the front court. Three-pointer on the way from Yale, no good. A rebound comes down to Rathbun. Here come the Big Green back the other way. 3-on-3. Rathbun pass swatted away all the way out to Marble, and a smart foul actually by Naples to keep Marble from pulling away and having an easy layup. That was Evan Bay with the heads-up foul. So first team foul against the Big Green.
Well, you mentioned it in pregame. The senior guards of Honeoye, Marble, and Yale can really fill up the stat sheet.
Here's Yale wearing number 13, wing right side. Goes to Rudolph between the rings. Into the corner for Vieira. Picks up his dribble. Entry pass, low post right to Rudolph. Double team to the baseline. Naples going to go zone. Expect them to throw some different looks at Honeoye tonight. Again, it's Rudolph. Draws 2. Back to Yale. 3 up and in. Max Yale gives Honeoye.
Smooth-looking shot for Mr. Yale.
Honeoye's second 3 already, and it's 6-4 Bulldogs. 6:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Rathbun trying to work off the ball screen. Penetrates. Leaves it back outside for Bay. Bay hits the streaking Green. Green floater no good, and the rebound comes down to Tyler Rudolph. Rudolph outlet Vieira. Vieira into the front court to Yale, wing left side. Finds the seam. Runner from 10 foot. Book it. Max Yale with 5, and Honeoye off to the quick start. They lead at 8-4. Naples looking to run. Green, tough catch.
What a
reverse
finish.
layup.
What a finish by Green. Able to catch the ball in traffic and reverse layup.
Here comes Honeoye back the other way. Vieira kicks it back to Yale. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Back rim, rebound goes right to Marble. He had it stripped. Rathbun with the steal. Here comes Rathbun back the other way, ahead to Green. Green kicks it into the corner. Clearman for 3, left it short. And now Honeoye looking to run. Marble around the back against Clearman, gets by him, and layup over Schaefer, who might have got a piece of it.
Looked like Schaefer got a piece of that, but Marble still able to put it in.
Oh, what an up and down start we are off to here inside the Bomber Barn, as they call it. Naples basketball down 4. Schaefer wide open inside, tried to bank it, but too strong. And the rebound comes down to Rudolph, and then the outlet pass thrown away. It was actually a quick pass to Vieira, who tried to go down the sideline to Marble, and it was an errant pass, and that sends it back to the Big Green. Quick pace to this one, already 3 minutes into it, 10-6. Honeoye. Rathbun will walk it across the timeline, works off double screens. Now he's stuck at the elbow, and his pass cross-court stolen, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. John Vieira coming across to come up with the steal.
And I think they're going to get Clearman on that foul.
Yep, Clearman's the one for the foul. It's 2 team fouls on Naples now. 10-6. Bulldogs with the lead in the basketball. Naples again, 2-3 zone. Yale going to let it go. Can't get the roll. Rebound batted around and chased down by Rathbun. Naples basketball down 10-6. 4:35 to play in the first quarter. Rathbun gets a step on Yale. Now goes wing left side for Clearman. Clearman, ball screen, Schaefer. Clearman is going to draw the foul as he tries to drive to the basket. Looks like they're going to get John Vieira with his first. So Naples will inbound underneath.
Honeoye staying in straight man-to-man defense throughout the game so far.
Evan Bay to inbound, and wide open. Schaefer had it blocked, however, by the opposing number 20, Tyler Rudolph. Here comes Marble quickly the other way. Nice pass to Yale, opposite corner. 3-ball, too strong, and the rebound to the Big Green. Like, great cross-course pass there.
Yeah, good vision by Marble finding Yale open in the corner.
Bay has yet to have a clean look. He had 5 threes in the last game. Rathbun, great shovel pass, but Schaefer couldn't finish. Has to have that underneath off the great pass from Cole Rathbun. Yale back the other way into the front court. Wing left side, top of the key for Marble. Reverses to Vieira. Inside for the big man, Tyler Rudolph, but he couldn't finish. Schaefer comes away with a rebound. Good ball movement from Honeoye, but boy, both big men couldn't finish on that sequence. Here's a kick on Max Yale.
Yeah, Rudolph did a good job initiating contact, creating some space inside, not able to come down with the layup.
Well, Dom Trippi will come in for Honeoye. There's a guy who understands the Naples-Honeoye rivalry. His father, Paul Trippi, basketball player back at Naples back in the 1990s. Here's Evan Bay, quick trigger, 3, rains down. Evan Bay from downtown.
Boy, nothing but the center of the basket for Bay on that 3.
Boy, that was a quick release. 10-9, Honeoye lead is 1. Neither team shy about pulling the trigger from beyond the arc. Honeoye, skip pass. This is Vieira on the left wing. Again, they go high post. And there's the bucket from Yale. That was Yale, right?
Yep, nice pass from Rudolph at the high post. A nice high to low.
Yep. We're in the corner, so sometimes I get my view obstructed. 12-9, Honeoye back up by 3. 2:52 to play in the first quarter. And Rathbun pass is stolen. Marble ahead of the pack, goes up and lays it in. And Honeoye with its biggest lead at 5, 14-9. Here comes Naples. Rathbun catches underneath. He's not used to being down there, and he just kind of throws up a wild shot and can't finish. Marble now has 7 points, and Honeoye leads by 5. Yale crossover dribble, draws 2 defenders, kicks for Vieira. Quick trigger for Marble, halfway down and out.
Boy, both Marble and Bay have a very quick release, and Coach Salter wants a timeout. I think he's upset with the Big Green not finding the shooters a little quicker out of that 2-3 zone. It's a 30-second timeout.
And credit to Honeoye, though. They're doing a great job moving the ball on that end of the floor.
Yeah.
Some beautiful skip passes. We saw some in-out where Rudolph was able to hit Yale underneath the basket. And so just real nice ball movement against the zone defense of Naples for the Honeoye Bulldogs so far.
And the only time I saw Honeoye this year was a game at Red Jacket in early February. And Honeoye was had a couple guys out that game. I know Trippy was out with an illness, and they had another player too who was not available for that game. And they did not play well against Red Jacket, lost 68-65. And this looks like a completely different team here in the first quarter. A 5-point lead over Naples as we get ready to put it back into play. It'll be Rathbun. Stefan Radak has checked in for Naples in place of Ben Schaefer. Schaefer had a couple opportunities inside but couldn't convert. And Radak drives, tried to come to a stop, was bumped, and is called for the travel. So the turnover sends it back over to Honeoye. So it's Bay, Rathbun, along with Radak, Clearman still in there, and Green for Naples. Meanwhile, Vieira, Marble, Yale, Trippy, and Rudolph for Honeoye. Trippy has it on the baseline against the 2-3 zone. Yale wing right side. Again, Rudolph catches at the top of the key, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul on the floor, I believe. Nope, they're going to give him 2 shots. So it will be Tyler Rudolph going to the free throw line with the foul for Naples. Looks like it's going to be on Evan Bay, and that's his second.
And that could be critical if Bay gets in foul trouble. And we mentioned that during the Batavia-Notre Dame game that Bay really was one of the keys to victory with his shooting from the outside. We've seen him knock down one already. Evan's going to take a seat for a little while to make sure that he doesn't pick up a third here in the first quarter.
Jake LePerry, the 5'6" junior, will check in. And the first free throw was good, but the second free throw is no good for Rudolph. So 1 of 2 from the line. The lead is 6. Biggest lead for either team. Honeoye by 6 right now. Rathbun has it just inside the three-point line at the top of the key. Lost his dribble, but gets it back to Clearman. Clearman working against Rudolph. He's going to pull up. He had a foot on the line. It's an air ball, left it way short. And that will go out of bounds back to Honeoye.
Clearman saying that was tipped, and it might have been, as Rudolph did a nice job of challenging that shot.
John Marble will handle for Honeoye. Naples has gone mostly zone. Yale open for 3 from the left corner, buries it. Max Yale with his second 3. He has 10 points in the first quarter, and Honeoye is now pulled out to an 18-9 lead. It's an 8-0 run. Here's Clearman off the nice cut, but he missed the layup with the left hand. Rebound, Honeoye. Bulldogs looking to run. Yale attacks the basket, blocked by Radak. Now back the other way. Rathbun ahead of the pack. Clearman fouled.
And
scores!
the basket.
And 1 for Nick Clearman. Huge switch right there as Honeoye had the advantage on the break, couldn't convert, and now Naples with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, and credit that play to Stefan Radak at the other end with some stellar defense going up and contesting that shot and starting the fast break.
Yeah, I thought it was a good move by Yale to attack the basket, but a great block by Radak. And meanwhile, the free throw off the mark from Clearman. Can't complete the three-point play. Honeoye looking to run, but a poor bounce pass thrown away by Marble. Here comes Rathbun back the other way. Good pass inside, but Green missed the layup off the pass from Clearman. That was a great break from Naples, and Green upset with himself that he couldn't fit it.
Boy, at a frantic pace back and forth. Honeoye turns it over, and Naples will be going back the other way.
But it was Rathbun to Clearman to Green, diagonal, back and forth across the floor, just how you run the 3-on-2 drill, and Naples couldn't convert. 7-point lead for Honeoye. Rathbun, 32 seconds left in the corner. Green turns the corner, but has the shot blocked by Dom Trippy. Honeoye back the other way. Shot clock is off.
Trippy with some real solid defense there.
That was nice. 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. Honeoye with a 7-point lead in the basketball. Naples back into that 2-3 zone, but they haven't done a great job of covering the perimeter especially Yale. Marble spins down the left edge of the lane, and we're going to have a jump ball. And Naples will, well, let's see here. I can't see the arrow from here. It'd actually be Honeoye because Naples won the tip. So Honeoye with 7.7 left will inbound. Dom Trippi to inbound. They get it in, down to 5 seconds left. Marble spins. Rathman almost had the steal. Marble turnaround three, air ball, and that's how the first quarter comes to an end. Honeoye 18, Naples 11 at the end of one on Finger Lakes 1.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
We start the second quarter. Naples had a couple looks on their first possession. Nick Clearman missed inside, then Ben Schaefer missed inside. Meanwhile, on the other end, Tyler Rudolph forces the 17-footer and misses badly. And Naples gets the ball back down 7. And Rathman drives to the basket, takes a bump, no call, and is able to finish.
A heady play by Rathman. Did a nice job using his body to create some separation and finish.
18-13, Honeoye by 5. Yale got caught in the air with nowhere to go and lost it to Clearman. Naples down 5, chance to make it a one-possession game. Rathman into traffic, nearly walked, leaves it for Green. This is the younger Green brother, Nick Green, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul on Naples. Green could not finish on a tough reverse layup attempt, and then the foul committed right afterwards.
Difficult angle for Green as he got himself right underneath the backboard there, but an athletic attempt.
So 7 minutes left to play in this second quarter, 18-13. Honeoye with the 5-point lead.
Naples in a 1-2-2 defensively on this possession.
So mixing things up with the zones a little bit between the 2-3 and the 1-2-2. Honeoye still with the ball. Marble open for 3 from the left baseline, can't hit. And Rathman with a long rebound. Nobody rotated back. Rathman has a wide open lane and lays it up and in for 2.
Great transition layup by Rathman. He spun and was on his way to the basket before anybody from Honeoye was even moving.
Timeout, Honeoye. Trevor Gage not happy that none of his guards rotated back. Marble took the 3 from the deep left corner, and nobody rotated back on the other side. And great court awareness from Rathman. You notice he checked both directions, making sure he wasn't missing something, and then took it right to the basket and laid it up and in for 2. So Naples has scored the first 4 points of the second quarter to pull back within 3 at 18-11 after Honeoye had gone on an 8-0 run and pulled out to an 18-9 lead. It's now actually a 6-0 run going back to the end of the first quarter.
And Honeoye's knocked down a couple of threes, but the last few possessions they've taken some long shots and a little bit off balance. I'm sure the coach wanted to just settle down and talk about running their offense and attacking the basket, which was successful for them in the first quarter.
Here comes Honeoye with the basketball. Tyler Rudolph at the free throw line. They leave it back for Marble. Back outside to Vieira. Yale catches between the rings, down to 20 in the shot clock. Vieira on the right wing, back to the free throw line. Yale between the legs dribble, double teamed. Back for Vieira. Great job, Naples defensively. Here's Yale now, open for 3 on the left wing, got it. Things were breaking down, and Yale able to shake loose on the left wing and hit the three. He now has 13.
Big shot.
Clearman for three, rims out, and the rebound to the Bulldogs.
It's a pretty good look by Clearman there, just front rimmed it, not able to put it in.
21-15. Yale open off the screen and hits the three again.
Max Yale is heating up.
And timeout Naples. That puts it back up to 9 at 24-15. Max Yale has hit 4 threes in the first half, and that's a big part of the reason why Honeoye now has a 9-point lead, matching their largest of the game.
Yeah, what a swing. Naples did a good job defensively, ran the shot clock down near the end of the possession. Max Yale's got to make a tough shot, knocks down the three, and then comes back down the court and hits another one. Back-to-back threes quickly for the senior Yale.
And remember, Honeoye called a timeout a minute and a half into the second quarter after the failure to get back on defense, and Cole Rathman layup made it 18-15, but back-to-back threes from Max Yale, and all of a sudden the lead goes from 3 to 9, the power of the three-point field goal in basketball. How about this, Tony? Yale has 16, Marble has 7. Nobody else has scored a field goal for Honeoye. No surprise there, though sometimes Vieira will chip in. Only other player to score is Tyler Rudolph with a free throw. Meanwhile, Cole Rathman leading the way for Naples with 6.
Yeah, Yale and Marble, the senior guards for Honeoye, are just tough as can be. Good shooters, they're good ball handlers, aggressive with the basketball, and how they go is how the Bulldogs go.
Cole Rathman will bring it up for Naples. Bay is back in the game. He shoots a quick three, missed it. Nick Green with the rebound, goes up, can't finish inside, and Honeoye able to clear the boards. Back the other way, Marble. Round to Yale, he's open again. Three-ball bucket. He is on fire in the Bomber Barn.
Yeah, Yale cannot miss.
Max Yale with 5 threes. The lead is 12. Meanwhile, Rathman drives, finishes off glass with the left hand, kisses it home, and the foul. Oh, my.
Cole Rathman able to silence the crowd a little bit with that athletic drive and finish.
At least keeping Naples in the ball game. We're going to get a substitute. Joey Morsheimer will check in for the first time as Tyler Rudolph will come off. The foul was charged against Yale. And meanwhile, Rathman to the free throw line, can't convert the three-point play. Offensive rebound, Green keeps it alive. Rathman stuck among the trees, tried to force it up, missed it. And the rebound comes down to Vieira, and now the foul in the backcourt by Rathman is first.
Yeah, they're going to get Rathman with the reach in there. Boy, nice job attacking the offensive glass has been Nick Green, doing a good job of getting off the ground.
Just got to finish. Naples has missed a lot of shots inside off of offensive rebounds and just getting, the entry pass inside. Schaefer and Green have got to finish if you're Naples. Meanwhile, here's Marble, wing left side. Tries to drive, is cut off against the zone, opposite corner. Vieira open for 3, missed it, but nobody boxes out underneath, and Morsheimer lays it up and in for 2.
Nice follow by Morsheimer, the junior, 6'2" forward, able to put it up and in for the Bulldogs.
Schaefer went out to close out on the 3 in the corner, and that left Morsheimer with no one to box him out. Meanwhile, Rathman, what a pass diagonally through the lane. Green catches it, lays it in.
Beautiful court vision by Rathman.
Spectacular move. It's a 10-point lead, and now a drive to the basket from Yale. Of course, he's got everybody running out on him right now to protect the three-point line. He uses that to his advantage and gets around the defender and draws the foul as he went up for the layup, and he'll go to the free throw line. And that'll be the second foul against Nick Clearman. So Clearman and Bay both with 2 fouls for Naples. And the first free throw up and in. You're feeling like nothing's going to miss at this point for Yale. He's got 20 points already, Tony. We're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, Yale has just been on fire. And he's done it primarily with the long ball, but we've also seen him attack the basket.
Honeoye leading by 11, 30-19. Second shot from Yale. He actually hit the rim a little bit that time, but it goes through. 21 points for Yale. The lead is 12. Rathman with the basketball for Naples. He leads the Big Green with 8, and he blows by his defender and lays it up and in for 2 as he gets around Yale. Rathman with 10, keeping Naples in the game. 31-21. Deep 3, Vieira way off the mark, and the rebound comes down to Clearman. Not a good decision there from Vieira. Rathbun splits the defense, goes up, plays it in for two. Rathbun is putting on a show as well now.
Cole Rathbun has just been shredding this Honeoye defense.
Yeah, not stopping the penetration. Yale, good closeout from Radak. He has to pull up, and he hits that off balance from about 17 feet.
And everything is going down for Yale. Great ball fake and then a difficult fadeaway jumper.
The problem for Naples is Rathbun's have all been worth 2, and most of Yale's have been worth 3. Good back cut from Evan Bay, lays it up and in for 2 off the pass from Nick Green.
Boy, that's a great look by Nick Green to a cutting Evan Bay and a nice finish inside.
Seeing some great offensive basketball. Meanwhile, travel by Marble as he caught it, shuffled the feet before he put it on the deck.
And so Naples is closed here, brought the lead back down to 8, and so they've weathered a little bit of a Honeoye flurry offensively.
Honeoye is going to call a timeout here, and if you're Coach Trevor Gage, you know, if I'm coaching this Honeoye team, what I'm saying is, guys, Max Yale is making everything in sight. The last 2 times down the floor, we had an NBA 3 from Vieira, and then the turnover from Marble. We got to keep feeding Yale until, right?
Let him eat. Let him eat.
Especially that 3 ball from Vieira. I mean, you know you got your teammate making everything. I mean, it's one thing if you have an open look for 3, but he took a deep 3. So
that
now
was early in the shot clock also.
But, you know, Honeoye's built a comfortable lead, so even with a couple mistakes, they still lead it by 8 with 3:06 to play. Again, the story, Max Yale has 23 points already in the first half.
Big Green of Naples has been balanced and doing a nice job moving the ball and attacking the basket. And Cole Rathbun has been brilliant with the ball in his hands, doing a nice job of attacking the ball both with the dribble and then also penetrating and finding his teammates.
Rathbun with 10 to lead the way for the Big Green. He's running the point right here, working against Yale. Good ball screen, Schaefer. Rathbun leaves it outside. Radak for 3, left it short. Rathbun comes up with the offensive rebound, and his shot blocked, batted around. Green comes away with it. He kicks it back outside to Bay. Shot fake. He shoots the 3. No good, and the rebound comes down to Tyler Rudolph. Rudolph, long outlet pass, Vieira. Back for Yale on the left wing. Yale, 3 defenders, draws, gives it back to Vieira, tries the wraparound pass to Marble, and it's deflected out of bounds by Naples. It will stay with Honeoye with 24 to shoot and 2:33 to left to play in the first half. Marble, wide open for 3 off the inbound, missed it. Rebound loose, out of bounds, off of Joey Morsheimer, and so it will go to Naples.
A little bit of a break for the Big Green there as Morsheimer did a nice job of attacking that ball to try and pull down the rebound, just not able to gather it in.
Here's Rathbun working on a pick and roll with Green. Green fakes the 3, gets the defender in the air, goes up, has it blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Yale. Yale's trying to say he was fouled, but he landed on the baseline. And so Naples will inbound underneath. 2:18 to play, new 35-second shot clock. Bay will put it in play. Schaefer comes free. Schaefer's shot partially blocked. He was really hesitant. Rebound loose, and they're going to get Radak with the loose ball foul.
Boy, great hustle from both teams. As you can tell that this is a game that really matters as everybody's given all their effort.
Now, Schaefer missed a couple shots early, looked really hesitant on whether to take the shot from about 6 feet away there, and the hesitance cost him. It was partially blocked. And now Honeoye is in the bonus. Joey Morsheimer, 1-1. First free throw, awkward, missed it, and Schaefer with a good defensive rebound. And Naples looking to run again. Rathbun missed the layup. Schaefer rebound, not even close. Again, a lot of opportunities from Naples inside, just unable to hit. Yale splits the double team, had the ball knocked loose, and now the pass long ahead to Rathbun. Nobody even close, and he missed the wide open layup. Oh my, Cole Rathbun, a little too much time to think about it. And now back the other way. Marble reverse layup is good. That's a 4-point huge swing. 9 points for Marble, and the lead is back to 10. It could have been cut to 6. 35-25 with 1:30 to play. Remember that sequence. Naples basketball. Radak is going to drive all the way to the basket, throws it up, a lot of contact, no call. And the rebound comes down to Honeoye.
play. And the big man for Honeoye, Tyler Rudolph, has been a difference maker inside as he's been altering shots like crazy.
Marble had an open three, missed it. That would have put it to 13. Long rebound to Bay. Here comes Naples. Chaper was cutting, didn't see him, and Bay traveled.
He tried to stop himself from traveling, but he shuffled that foot.
And some substitutions now. This has been an up and down game. 1:04 to play here in the second quarter. Honeoye 35, Naples 25. Winner goes to the Blue Cross Arena to play Clyde-Savannah. And meanwhile, wide open look from Rudolph, missed it. Naples had a chance at the rebound, couldn't get it. Now Honeoye with the wide open three. Marble, again the rebound was hanging around forever, but this time Naples able to come away with it. Down 10, they need a bucket. Rathbun, crossover dribble, leaves it for Stefan Radak. Rathbun has it at the top of the key. He's going to pull up for three. Missed it, and the rebound comes down to Tyler Rudolph. Honeoye basketball, nearly stolen by Evan Bay from Vieira. Vieira gets through the double team into the front court, but now Honeoye will hold for the last shot. Yale will hold the ball at his hip with 15 seconds left to play. Now down to 10 seconds. Honeoye trying to add to a 10-point lead. Marble, one-on-one, working against Bay. Into the corner, 3 seconds left. Skip pass, almost threw it away. In fact, did throw it away with just 0.6 seconds left. Naples will...
Not enough time to get a shot with 0.6.
It is enough time to catch and shoot, though. But, yeah, you're going to have to get rid of it in a hurry. Rathbun gets it in. They got the shot off. Radak, too strong. Almost put a hole in the glass, and that'll bring the first half to an end. With your score, Honeoye 35 and Naples 25. 23 points from Max Yale, including 5 3-pointers. That's the story here of the first half. We're going to have a special guest coming up here. It will be Honeoye Superintendent David Bills coming by. We wanted to add some balance to the broadcast tonight, so we'll take a timeout and be back after this. 10-point lead for Honeoye at the half on Finger Lakes 1.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Back at Bloomfield High School, it is halftime of Game 2 of our Section 5 Class D1 semifinal doubleheader. It is the number 6 seed Honeoye leading the number 10 seed Naples 35-25 behind an incredible performance from Max Yale, who had 23 points in the first half, including 5 3-pointers. Brendan Harrington back with you, along with Tani Robinson. And we have a very special guest here at halftime, the superintendent for Honeoye Central Schools, David Bills. And Dave, Tani and I felt as though we needed to get some balance on the broadcast with both of us being Naples grads. And so we had to get some Honeoye blue and white on here.
I noticed it was pretty green over here, and I wanted to add the blue to it to make sure we balance things out. So I appreciate the offer. Good to be with you.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So we wanted to ask you, we know that you're an avid basketball fan, not just of high school basketball, but college basketball. What are your thoughts about that first half?
Well, first of all, it's been an electric atmosphere. It's so great to have Naples and Honeoye. You know, we're rivals and friends, and we're here in the Bloomfield gym, and that's the third part of our trifecta. So it's great. Lots of kids out here, lots of the communities here, and it's been exciting. Naples was really trying to push the tempo. Honeoye's, we're good with that. We like the tempo. Zero, I'm sorry, I don't know their names, but Zero for
Cole
Naples.
Rathbun.
Yep, Cole Rathbun.
Doing a great job pushing the ball. Their bigs have had good passes to them. We're pretty guard heavy, and our guards are playing really well tonight. So Maxwell Yale reached his 1,000th point with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. He was lighting it up. John Marble's playing real well. I thought, you know, we sort of have a Bill Wennington kind of approach, if you will, in that we go to Tyler Rudolph early. You know, he's our big guy who knows how to make moves, and we're going to that. Also, when Dom Trippy comes in, we have a lot of looks. He's kind of a big, small guy, great hands. So coach is substituting offense, defense. A lot of fun to watch. Really exciting.
Yeah, Rudolph and Trippy did a really nice job. We mentioned Rudolph's impact on the defensive end. Wasn't able to put the ball in the basket too often, but was really altering some of the shots for the Naples forwards inside. And, you know, you touched on that quickly. I think that's one of the great things about small schools. We're here at a game like this, and the superintendent for Honeoye knows exactly when the top player on his basketball team hits that 1,000-point mark. That's pretty special that you're on top of that type of thing, David.
I appreciate it. You know, obviously we're big fans of theirs on the court, but even more important, both Naples and Honeoye, we've got great student athletes that are representing their communities. They're great kids. They do so much more than basketball. But on this night, it's fun to be out here and cheering them on and watching them play.
So as you look ahead to the second half, what's your analysis in terms of where this game is headed?
Well, I'll tell you what, first of all, Tyler getting those defensive boards, we're going to need to, when I say we, of course, I mean Honeoye, because I got to balance things out for you. We're going to need to slow them down, or at least cut their baseline passes off. Their guards and forwards are doing a nice job cutting. We're missing that pass. We need to keep that pace up, but we also need to know when to slow down a little bit. We've got some great passing. I think you're probably going to see a little bit more of that passing. I think perhaps we're going to see a bit more of a half-court offense from Honeoye, but we're not going to hesitate to run when we need to also. Max is lighting it up tonight.
Yeah.
John Marble, relatively quiet compared to John Marble, another 1,000-point scorer, much earlier in the season. But we're more than guards. I think we're going to pass it around a lot, share the wealth, and play strong defense. That's what we need to do.
35-25, Honeoye leading at the half. Our very special guest, David Bills, the superintendent of Honeoye Central Schools, with us, and we'll leave you with your 1-minute take on the Syracuse Orange this year.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this
Elevator
is after,
speech.
No, my goodness, 1 minute. We don't have time. Hey, listen, I've been following Syracuse basketball my whole life, from the Roosevelt Bowie years through the low parts of Indiana in the last seconds in the national championship to hold on, high-fiving Carmelo after they got in the Final Four. I was there. I'm just saying.
Nice.
So it's a rebuilding year. They obviously can play with anyone, but that's just it. They can play with, and unfortunately they can't just get over that hurdle. But
need some scoring punch. Hopefully there'll be some shooting help on the way next year, including Buddy Boeheim.
Yep, that's right. And I think, you know what, everybody's still going to bleed orange like we do, and
That's
it's a lot of fun.
Definitely. Well, thanks so much for stopping by. Now, if you do feel like being a little bit generous, Naples hasn't been in a sectional finals game since 1964.
That's
you guys
wonderful.
have been there a few times.
And
I
that's,
mean,
yeah, that's
you know, you
wonderful.
might want to spread the wealth around the Finger Lakes West a little bit.
Well, you know, I'm going to try not to oblige you there, but it's still great to see green here. I'm still going to root for blue.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks
We're going to
for
take
having me.
another quick break, and then we'll be back with your second half action.
loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on FingerLakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Brendan Harrington, Tane Robinson back with you at the Bomber Barn here in Bloomfield as we get ready to start the second half in this Section 5 Class D1 boys basketball semifinal. It is the number 6 seed Honeoye leading 10th seeded Naples 35-25 as we start the second half. And again, thanks to David Bills, the Honeoye Central School superintendent, joining us. Great guy.
Yeah, fantastic, and clearly knows his hoops,
yeah,
too.
Definitely. He's excited from watching the first half that Honeoye and Max Yale was able to put together. Honeoye will start out with the basketball. Starters for both teams: Marble, White, Vieira, Yale, and Rudolph for Honeoye. For Naples, it'll be Bay, Clearman, Schaefer, Green, and Rathbun. Honeoye up 10 with the basketball. Vieira hands off to Yale. Honeoye moving left to right in the second half. They're wearing their home white uniforms.
Naples going with a triangle and 2 defensively, chasing around Marble and Yale in that possession.
And of course, Vieira takes advantage, has an open 3 and buries it. First points for John Vieira, just the second field goal for someone other than Yale or Marble. Bay thought about pulling the trigger for 3. Diagonal pass, opposite corner. Clearman, deep shot, left it short. And the rebound comes down to Tyler Rudolph. Could be a danger zone here for Naples. With the quick 3 from Honeoye, they lead by 13, 38-25. Rudolph, low post right, had it stripped loose by Bay. Here comes Naples. Evan Bay, who had 5 3-pointers and 20 points in the upset over Batavia Notre Dame. He has been held in check thus far today for Naples. He has 5. Green has it between the rings. They reverse all the way to the corner. Rathbun on the baseline, gets around the defender. Nice pass. Schaefer, he missed another layup. And it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Naples.
And Schaefer's been doing a nice job getting in good position, catching the ball well, just struggling to finish. But again, credit to the big man for the Bulldogs, Tyler Rudolph, altering that shot.
3-pointer, guess who? Cole Rathbun. He is continuing to keep Naples in the game.
Cole Rathbun having a whale of a game.
He has 15 to lead the Big Green. Meanwhile, Marble drives. Great finish as he goes to the left side and finishes with the right hand. And now Naples almost threw it away. Good job by Green to tiptoe the sideline, but now the turnover is Clearman lost it.
And Marble on that last possession with a real aggressive drive to the basket, the other half of that dynamic Bulldog backcourt.
Marble into double figures now with 11 points, 40-28, Honeoye by 12. Rudolph sets the ball screen for Yale. Yale now with a mismatch against Schaefer. Pull-up jumper no good. Well off the mark. That's the most he's missed by today. And now Rathbun drives all the way to the basket and draws the foul. Rathbun sometimes, I don't know how he gets the shot off when he is down amongst the trees getting mugged, but somehow he propelled the ball in the general direction of the basket.
Yeah, he's crafty with his ball handling. He just needs a little bit of a window to get a shot up and around.
And he goes to the free throw line and hits the first. So now 16 points for Cole Rathbun. Rathbun had 19 and 13 points respectively in the 2 games against Honeoye. And misses the second shot badly, but Green with the rebound, kicks it out. Bay for 3, got it. It's a 4-point possession, and we could have a foul on Honeoye underneath. We'll see.
Boy, a big possession for the Big Green.
Wow. So Rathbun goes 1 of 2 from the line. Bay hits the 3, and then they call a foul on Rudolph underneath. That cuts it to 40-32, so it's gone from 12 to 8, and now Naples has a chance to score again as they'll inbound underneath. So you could have potentially a 7-point play if they hit a 3 here.
And Naples in the first half, because Honeoye stayed man-to-man on this out-of-bounds play, got a nice look at the basket.
You got a score for us,
check
Tommy?
in on the out-of-town scoreboard. Livonia up 38-24 over Penn Yan.
Could be a tough day for the Finger Lakes East, as Minders has already fallen tonight. Naples to inbound. Oh, poor pass from Bay. Nearly went off the foot of Schaefer, but he's able to regain it. He gets it to the guard, Rathbun. 5:59 to play here in the third quarter. Honeoye 40, Naples 32. Nick Clearman trying to work off the screen. Clearman drives, lays it in with the left hand. It's a 6-point play for Naples.
Nice play by Clearman there. He's been taking good shots, just been struggling to get the ball in the basket.
It's a 6-point game. Tough catch and finish inside from Tyler Rudolph. Off the pass from Marble. Rudolph, his first field goal, but he's been doing a lot with rebounding and defensive work. Lead is 8, 42-34. I'm getting harassed by the mascot. I think somebody tipped him off that I was saying some things. All right. Meanwhile, Evan Bay has it wing left side. Clearman bounce pass to Green. Hands off back to Clearman. 15-footer left it short. Rebound loose, and it will stay with Naples with 5:10 to play. And the Honeoye fans don't like that call. Naples to inbound. Rathbun, spin dribble. Up with the left hand, can't get the finish. Offensive rebound, missed again.
A great rebound by Schaefer again, but not able to convert.
Oh man, there's a lid on the basket. Meanwhile, Marble pull up 15-footer, good look, but he missed it, too strong. And Naples with the rebound. Hanging around, down 8, 42-34. Cole Rathbun, gonna slow it down a little bit. Rathbun working against Yale, and sloppy pass. Marble steals it, his second uncontested layup of this game. Puts it up and in for 2. Boy, a couple costly turnovers at inopportune times for Naples in this game, and Honeoye is cashed in, 44-34. Honeoye back up by 10. Clearman catches wing left side, working off the screen, has an opening, lost the handle, and nearly a turnover. Green still trying to get control of it. Back to Clearman in the right corner, and his pass was telegraphed and picked off by Yale. Trying to get by Rathbun. Rathbun commits the foul on the floor, and a good foul.
Yep, smart play by Rathbun there to commit the foul before Yale was able to put up that shot.
Yale yet to score here in the third quarter. However, his teammates have picked up the slack, and Honeoye still leads it by 10, which was the halftime margin. And Stefan Radak going to come in for Ben Schaefer. Bulldogs to inbound. Able to get it inside to Dom Trippi. Spins and had it come halfway down and out. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good from Dennis White. Gets it again, goes up and misses. Radak had it knocked away, but it was last off Radak, and it will stay with Honeoye.
The Big Green substantially smaller when Schaefer checks out of the lineup.
Yep. And Dennis White going to work in the glass along with Dom Trippi. Into the corner, here's Yale, still looking for his first points of the second half. All the way across the lane, leaves it for Trippi. Back to Yale, 3, but it was contested. And the rebound loose, nobody blocked out again. Dennis White, he got the rebound and drew the foul.
Boy, great hustle by Dennis White, who's making the most of his minutes in this second half. Really hustling for the Bulldogs.
Naples really struggling with the rebounding on the defensive glass since Schaefer went to the bench. Good observation, Tony. Just cannot match up. Foul was on Radak, his second. And meanwhile, to the free throw line, short.
Yeah,
From Dennis White.
Yeah, you might get a little bit more offense, out of Radak, but clearly there's an impact with the rebounding.
First free throw is no good from White. Second free throw coming up right here to put it to 11. Nope. And that goes out of bounds off of Honeoye. So 0 for 2 from the free throw line for White. Honeoye is 3 for 6 as a team. Naples, meanwhile, 3 for 5 at the free throw line. So not a ton of trips to the line for either team. Clearman has it in the left corner for the Big Green, down 10 with 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Wing right side, this is Cole Rathbun. Into the corner for Clearman. Skip pass, Radak. Good ball fake from Radak and then throws it away. Tried to find Clearman in the corner and a turnover for Naples.
A little bit of a hesitation on the offensive end for Naples in that last possession.
Yeah, Evan Bay was frustrated because he thought Radak should have gotten him the ball on the other side of the floor, and then the turnover takes place across the way. Timeout, Naples. 3:24 to go here in the third quarter. Pivotal point in this game. Honeoye led by 10 at the half. Naples had that 6-point play that cut it from 12 to 6, but then Honeoye has pushed it back up to 10, and you get the feeling, Tani, that a run is coming in one of two directions. One that's going to either put Honeoye in command for good, or one that's going to keep Naples hanging around the rest of the way.
And we saw in that earlier game of this doubleheader that Mount Morris and Clyde-Savannah, that Clyde-Savannah just held on to about a 10-point lead and would swing it down a little bit, a couple points, and you'd think that Mount Morris is going to make a run and make it close. And it's kind of what we've seen so far, is Honeoye's hanging on to around that 10-point lead.
Honeoye basketball, they thought Trippy was open. The pass was too high from Marble. Trippy wanted it on the baseline, and
he was open.
He was, yeah.
And Dom Trippy is tall, but he is not that tall.
Meanwhile, Rathbun will bring it back the other way. Cole Rathbun has also slowed down the scoring pace in the second half, just like Max Yale. Rathbun has it on the right wing. Between the legs dribble, finds the seam. Great bounce pass. Green, though, had an opportunity to try and score inside. Instead leaves it back for Radak. Radak drives, missed the runner, but now a steal after Honeoye had the rebound, and a great pass from Bay. Green missed another layup. And
Beautiful
Naples
pass by Bay.
Is going to be thinking about these missed layups all night, and probably into tomorrow as well. And meanwhile, Honeoye pushing the pace, and Don Trippy able to go up strong and draw the foul.
Yeah, Naples big men have been doing a nice job cutting and moving without the basketball, finding open looks, but just struggling to convert on their layups tonight.
If we had a shooting chart, you would see a bunch of blank circles all in the paint for Naples. And the first free throw from Trippy rims out. And meanwhile, Honeoye has had an opportunity, Tani, to push this thing up past 10. A few trips now, and they're unable to take advantage. That's 3 straight misses at the free throw line from Honeoye big men. Trippy's second shot coming up. That finds the mark. Ben Schaefer is checked back in for Naples. 45-34. Honeoye by 11. 2:45 left to play in the third quarter, and boy, just an awful pass there. Stolen away. Vieira missed the shot, but Trippy comes down and lays it up and in for 2, trailing the play. Boy, Rathbun with a just really lazy pass. 3 points now for Trippy, and the lead is 13, 47-34. Rathbun has it top of the key, picks up the dribble, looking for help, over to Bay. Good closeout by Yale. Bay covered by Yale with nowhere to go. Skip pass, Rathbun, wing left side, turns the corner, reverse layup, can't get it. Rebound loose and pulled down by Honeoye. Now they have numbers the other way. Yale pull up 3 from the wing, bucket!
Boy, it is starting to look like this Naples squad is looking a little bit gassed and deflated.
50-34, a 16-point lead for the Bulldogs with 1:50 to play in the third quarter, and 26 points now for Max Yale. Long skip pass, 3 ball on the way, no good from Clearman. Honeoye up 16 with the ball. Trying to push it even more. Yale, great look down low to Trippy, who lays it up and in for 2.
Not only scores, but finds the open man.
Timeout.
What a play
Naples
by Max Yale.
Well, it was right at 10 for about 3 or 4 possessions, and Honeoye couldn't take advantage, and then bam, 8 straight points. Push it back up to an 18-point lead at 52-34. Naples has a huge hole to try and climb out of with 1:29 left to play in the third quarter.
And Honeoye's been tough defensively. It's been difficult for Naples to score inside. I know we've talked about the missed opportunities inside, but again, we've mentioned Honeoye's bigs, Tyler Rudolph and Dom Trippy, doing a nice job contesting shots inside, making things difficult.
So 52-34, Naples having to spend another timeout. They just have 2 timeouts left, but you can't take them home with you, and this margin sitting at 18 right now. How about Dom Trippy A real spark off the bench for Honeoye. He has 5 points here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Dom's been really active on the offensive glass and doing a nice job moving without the basketball.
Now Honeoye back out on the floor. They're going to keep Trippy out there as he's been playing so well. Vieira, Yale, Marble, and Tyler Rudolph. Meanwhile, for Naples, it'll be Green, Rathbun, along with Schaefer, Evan Bay, and into the game for the first time is Tucker Steinmetz. 1:27 to play in the third quarter. Naples in desperate need of a basket. Bay has it, wing left side. Down the right edge of the lane. And a tough contested 15-footer, no good, and great defense again by Honeoye.
Real solid man-to-man defense. Good job helping on the cut, and the Bulldogs are just making things really difficult for the Big Green.
Trippy has it in the right corner, finds Yale, opposite wing. Oh, that's way off the mark. Unusual to see that from Yale tonight. He has been on the mark for most of the night. Naples basketball down 18. And Green, not sure what happened there. He airballed a 12-footer. Rebound is still loose. Rathbun comes away with it for Naples. Goes to Bay, wing right side. Back to Rathbun. Rathbun pull up 18-footer, got it.
And the Big Green needed that.
18 points for Rathbun, and now the steal from Rathbun, and then the foul committed by John Vieira. Well, Rathbun's not giving up.
Nope, a little bit of spark of life for the Big Green here at the end of the third quarter. Rathbun's able to knock down the long jumper and then get the steal.
Well, the problem tonight is Rathbun has not had any support from his teammates offensively. Rathbun has 18 now for Naples, but nobody else in double figures. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Naples down by 16. Shot clock is off. Bay has it on the left wing. Skip pass for Rathbun. Rathbun pull up 15-footer from the left elbow.
And just a pretty looking shot too.
He has been tremendous. 3 seconds left. Honeoye going to have a chance here. Yale drives, had it stolen by Rathbun. Boy, the last minute of the third quarter was the Cole Rathbun show, but the third quarter overall was the Honeoye Bulldogs. 52-38 at the end of 3 on Triple H.
Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? The private student loan available through Generations Bank can be the answer to your funding needs. Learn more online at mygenbank.com or call 315-568-5855. Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Dr. Littlejohn and his outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each patient through their orthodontic care. They utilize the latest technological advances in the orthodontic industry, including digital scanning and Invisalign. Dr. Rod Littlejohn is proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out their website at littlejohnortho.com. Bill Cram Chevrolet on Route 5 and 20 between Seneca Falls and Waterloo, where your car buying is fast, fun, and easy. Mention you saw them on fingerlakes1.com and receive a $250 credit to use towards the purchase of any new or used vehicle. Browse their inventory at BillCramChevrolet.com or stop in and see why you'll save plenty on 5 and 20 with Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Brendan Harrington, Tane Robinson back with you as we start the third quarter. Naples down 52-38. Nick Clearman for 3. Missed it, and the rebound comes down to Honeoye. So Naples could not score on the opening possession. Looking to run. Trippy ahead of the pack. Lays it up and in for 2. Tough finish from Dom Trippy. He has 7.
Dom Trippy's been a real difference maker in the second half for the Bulldogs.
He's been the X factor for sure. Naples down 54-38. Rathbun for 3. Book it.
Boy, Rathbun just not willing to let the Big Green go away.
23 points for Cole Rathbun, and now he's closing in on the individual competition against Yale. Meanwhile, bulldogging his way in as the big man Rudolph scores it, and he was fouled.
Some bully ball by Tyler Rudolph, backing down and having his way with Ben Schaefer inside. A great physical play by Rudolph. Did a nice job with the drop step, got an angle, went up and finished.
And can't complete the old-fashioned three-point play. That would have been nice. Meanwhile, the lead is 15. Here comes Naples. Rathbun. Boy, if you're Honeoye, you just got to find him. Rathbun throws it away. It's going to be an over and back. Oh, that was a smart play. Clearman let Honeoye touch it and then took it back. Here comes Naples. Bay behind the back pass. Rathbun and then the missed layup from the big man, Ben Schaefer. Honeoye basketball.
Oh,
And
late
foul
call.
on Naples. 56-41. Boy, what a behind-the-back pass there from Rathbun. He has put on a show.
Boy, was nifty-looking play in transition, just not able to convert again around the rim.
Like I said, if you had a shot chart with the amount of shots that were missed around the basket. Meanwhile, Honeoye starting to smell it, up 15 with 6.5 minutes left to play. Trippy, great pass to Marble, who cut down the right edge of the lane and lays it up and in for two. Trippy doing it all right now.
Boy,
And
Cole
on the other
Rathbun,
end,
fearless, takes it right into the big man, Tyler Rudolph, and draws some contact.
somebody's going to have to get a couple extra bags of ice for Mr. Rathbun at the end of this game, as he has left it all out on the floor, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two for Naples. Naples just 3 of 6 from the free throw line. First shot up and in.
And Honeoye defensively has been tough. They've been all over Evan Bay anytime he touches the ball, making it difficult for him to get any open looks from three.
Second shot up and in. Cole Rathbun with 25 points for Naples. Yale has 26. 23 of them came in the first half, but his teammates have picked up the slack, and Honeoye has taken a 10-point halftime lead and ballooned it to 15. Here's a lob for Marble behind the defense, lays it up and in for two off the pass from Vieira.
And that'll get the Bulldogs on their feet here.
Marble was a little bigger. He could have thrown one down. Rathbun had an open look for three. Instead, he'll drive, leaves it back for Green, back to Bay. 60-43. Bay, tough pull-up three off the mark. Too strong. Honeoye looking to run. What a great long pass. Trippy
Don
with the catch
Trippy again.
and lays it up and in for two.
Wait, defensively, John Marble is all over Evan Bay. He is making things really difficult for him.
Rathbun out of control, tries to force it, missed it. Here comes Honeoye again. Now, talking with Trevor Gage before the game, he said the keys for us are to run and rebound, and they've done both, but especially the running. Boy, Trippy with a nice little back away, fade away there, going from the block towards the elbow, and it was halfway down and came out. And timeout going to be called by Naples. They'll have just one remaining with 5:09 to play. Naples starting to see their season drift away, down by 19, 62-43. And as we start to look ahead, certainly going to be a difficult matchup for Honeoye in the sectional championship game against Clyde-Savannah, barring an amazing comeback from Naples. But, well, I'll tell you, with the way Max Yale and John Marble, when they're on top of their game, Tony, if they can have a strong shooting night at the Blue Cross Arena, they could at least make it a little interesting.
Well, I tell you what, there's going to be some tremendous guard play in that championship game with Marcus and Derek Chance along with Max Yale.
First game tonight, Clyde-Savannah was able to knock off Mount Morris 71-57. Clyde-Savannah led from start to finish, wire to wire, as they say. Naples with just one timeout remaining, trying to finish strong, down 19. Honeoye looking to go back to the sectional championship game for the first time since 2012, when they lost to York in the C3 championship game. Last sectional title for Honeoye came back in 1997. And out of the timeout, Rathbun three left a little bit short. Offensive rebound, Clearman, and he puts it back up and in for two.
I think we were on the receiving end of a couple of losses back in 1997 to that sectional championship team.
Let's not talk about the margin. 62-45, 17-point lead for Honeoye with 4:35 left to play. Now Honeoye going to start to take the air out of the ball a little bit as the clock is their friend. Tyler Rudolph leaves back for John Marble. Marble all the way through the defense, missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Clearman. Clearman looking to run, and Naples looks gassed. Clearman lost the handle and turnover. Did save it from going out of bounds, but it went right to Trippy. And now Honeoye will slow it down. And there's the pull-up. Boy, a kiss off the front rim from Tyler Rudolph. It was short, went straight up, and somehow fell over the front of the rim.
Well, bounces are going the Bulldogs' way tonight.
7 points, and the lead is 19 at 64-45. 3:48 to go. Rathbun drives all the way to the basket.
Wow.
High off
That
glass.
was a tremendous shot by Rathbun. I mean, the top of the backboard almost, he put that off.
So you know there's the square on the backboard. That thing wasn't close to the square. It was not only high off the glass, but also towards the outside. It was such a ridiculous angle he came at, and he manages to score it. He has 27. I want to see Rathbun get to 30. Of course, Honeoye in firm control of this game. It's deflected out of bounds by the Big Green. It'll stay with Honeoye. 64-47. Bulldogs in the lead. And Naples fell to Honeoye twice by double digits this year. And turnover from Honeoye there as they threw it out of bounds.
Boy, and while this will be a disappointing, result for this Naples Big Green team, boy, what an exciting postseason ride it's been for them. Upsetting Batavia Notre Dame, the 2 seed, coming here to play in front of a packed house.
Cole Rathbun leaves it back for Green. Back to Rathbun. He's going to let the 3 fly, left it short. Green with the offensive rebound. Goes up, had it blocked by Rudolph. And now out of bounds and will stay with Naples. And we said at the beginning, Tony, that the big men could play a big difference in this game. It could be a big deciding factor, and it is clear that the Honeoye big men have outplayed the Naples big men. And meanwhile, the 3 ball from Radak, no good. But was that Rathbun who got the offensive rebound?
Rathbun with the offensive rebound and follow for 29.
Wow. Yale, meanwhile, says, I got to catch up. And he goes to the basket and draws the foul. Yale sitting on 26. He's going to go to the free throw line. But Yale to the free throw line, 2:50 to play, 64-49. And the first free throw in and out. And Ben Schaefer going to check back in for Stefan Radak. Naples cut it to 6 early in the third quarter after being down 10 at the half, but then Honeoye, midway through the third quarter, just started to put the Big Green away. They had that 8-point spurt. And it sits at 16 right now after the made free throw from Yale. Evan Bay has it wing left side, drives over 3 defenders, can't finish, and the rebound comes down to Honeoye.
And I mentioned it earlier, John Marble has been really tough on the defensive end, really locking down Evan Bay on the other end of the floor.
Well, Honeoye was well aware that Bay had the big night against Batavia Notre Dame, and they found him tonight. Meanwhile, how about this guy, Tyler Rudolph, hits a little jumper from just inside the left elbow.
It was the guards in the first half for Honeoye, but in the second half, it's been all Rudolph and Trippy as the big men have been making hay.
Yeah, Trippy has 9 in the second half. Rudolph has 8. And how about Evan Bay? He has 31 points as he goes up with the left hand, high off glass. Yeah, Cole Rathbun. Unbelievable. Meanwhile, three-pointer Max Yale. No. Rebound comes down to Naples' Nick Clearman. 1:42 to go. 67-51. And Schaefer finally able to score inside.
Nice aggressive drive by Schaefer there, able to finish.
Timeout, Honeoye. So Schaefer had not scored since the first quarter. Gets the bucket there to make it a 14-point game at 67-53 with 1:34 left to play.
Well, our halftime guest, Superintendent David Bills, he's talked about the big men and thought that they could be a factor in the second half if they started. Yeah, he sure was.
Well, coaching breakdown at halftime. You know, it's interesting. Honeoye talking with Coach Trevor Gage before the game. He talked about how he really wanted to run and push the tempo. Naples was not hesitant at all to play that style, but I think in the end it helped to play into the hands of Honeoye a little bit. You know, one thing that's interesting talking with Coach Salter, and this has been his philosophy for the last few years with some very cerebral Naples teams, is that he kind of lets the players decide how they want to play. And, you know, what type of defense they want to use, what kind of pace they want to play at. But I think in this game it hurt Naples a little bit to play that up-tempo game. We're going to have a turnover here against Honeoye on an over and back.
Well, it did seem like, you know, in the middle of the third period, Naples makes a run, kind of cuts the lead, I think, down to as little as 8, and seemed like they're on the verge of dropping it even further when they had the ball. And it just seems like they ran out of gas a little bit.
And at the same time, is Clearman going to pull up from 18 feet? Hey, if Naples makes their layups, who knows what kind of conversation we're having right now.
No, that's true.
You know, I mean, they missed so many shots inside. Anyway, Honeoye up 14 as we come up with 1 minute left to play. The Bulldogs about to complete an impromptu run to the Blue Cross Arena where they're going to have a chance to play for a sectional championship. And playing keep away right now with 10 of the shot clock. Yale has it at the top of the key. Yale leaves it back for Vieira. Pull up, 3, got it.
And Vieira could have been an and one if he got drilled on that play.
Should have been, but some mercy from our officials. Dave Toole, Matt Lavonis, and Randy Trajet did a nice job tonight. And Naples now, there is a 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, but Naples just going to run out the clock here. 70 to 53. Cole Rathman's going to finish with 31. Bay will let it fly. No good. Honeoye gets the rebound with 9 seconds left. And the Honeoye Bulldogs are headed to the Blue Cross Arena. They knock off the Naples Big Green for the 3rd time this season. The final score, 70 to 53. We'll be back with your post-game wrap-up after this, and we'll see if we can get you guests, see if we can get Max Yale to join us in the post-game show. 70 to 53. Keep it right here on Finger Lakes 1.
FingerLakes1.com's live coverage of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is brought to you thanks to the support from Finger Lakes Partners. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community. With offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor, visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Ferrara Lumber has been a fixture in the Seneca Falls area for almost 60 years. Start planning your next home improvement project at ferraralumber.com. Ferrara Lumber, supporting local high school athletes since 1959. Finger Lakes Construction Company is the #1 post-frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. The It's a Wonderful Run 5K Committee. It's a winter run like no other. Check out race videos, sign up for the next race, and learn how to get involved in the most popular holiday run around at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, soup, and the best sandwiches in town. Check out their Facebook page for daily specials and their full menu. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern, renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at omentheater.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmers Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stevers Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmers Auto and Stevers Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. Fed up with unresponsive web designers and getting nickeled and dimed for every small website update? Call FingerLakes1.com at 315-712-0104 and take control of your web presence. Since 1998, FingerLakes1.com has created and maintained nearly 1,000 websites for local businesses and organizations of all sizes. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. And by Generations Bank, Little John Orthodontics, and Bill Cram Chevrolet.
Back at Bloomfield High School, where game number 2 in our Class D1 semifinal doubleheaders in the books. The Honeoye Bulldogs are headed to the Blue Cross Arena for the first time since 2012. They'll be in the sectional finals. They'll be taking on Clyde-Savannah on Saturday, and the final score again, 70-53. Honeoye with the win, and I'm joined now by one of the stars for Honeoye, Max Yale. And Max, first of all, congratulations. A heck of a game for you. You had 23 points in the first half alone. You finished with 26. And what does it mean to be headed to the big house in sectional finals?
It's huge. I don't think anybody expected this from us from the start. We had a rough start in the beginning. I think we started 0-3, but our team came together in the end. We learned how to play defense. That was our biggest thing. We shut down the man offense. We played great on man, and we learned to push the floor well, and that's what got us here, really. It's just the team.
It seemed, too, looking at the game, you guys wanted to run with Naples and felt like that would be to your advantage, and it seemed to be something you guys executed well tonight.
Yeah, running the floor was a big focus for us. That's what we've been working on in practice, just strictly, shell drilling the outlet and just outletting the ball and getting out and running the floor.
When did you know that you were on tonight?
Oh, man, I don't know. I think my teammates really tell me. They feed me the ball. They know when I'm on before I'm even on, They see me hit a couple shots, and they tell me, Max, keep shooting. And, they're what gets me there.
How'd you learn that quick release?
Rob Delisani. That's pure credit to Rob Delisani. 6 a.m. workouts.
Nice. Well, you hit 5 threes in the first half, was tremendous. Then in the second half, I thought your big guys made a big difference, particularly Trippy coming off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. He's young and athletic, and he'll be good in the next years to come.
And Tyler Rudolph had a strong game for you as well.
Oh yeah.
So what does it mean? I mean, is it sunk in yet that you're getting to play in the big house in the sectional final game?
Yeah. I mean, this whole week I couldn't even believe we were coming to the semifinals, especially against our rival. But now that we're going to the big house, it's huge. My cousin went back in 2012, so this is something that we can share together. And I think we're all it's gonna take a minute to settle in.
How about this Naples team? Obviously, you're familiar with them. You played them twice. Is it more difficult or less difficult when you have a familiar opponent like that, knowing you're a game away from finals?
Well, there's pros and cons to everything. You got people all week telling you it's hard to beat a team 3 times. But at the same time, you know the threats, the people, your opponent well, you know what they're going to do, you know their tendencies. So there's pros and cons to it. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy that we played them. I wouldn't change a thing for the world.
You know anything about this Clyde team? You seen them play at all yet?
I know they have 2 good guards. I'm excited to play against them. I was able to watch a little bit earlier, but I think we'll match up well.
Should be a heck of an atmosphere on Saturday.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Congratulations. Great win. Tony, anything else?
Max, one of the things that your superintendent had shared with us at the half was that you hit a pretty big milestone tonight, that 5 minutes into the first half of this sectional game, you reached that 1,000-point plateau, which means not only have you had a whale of a season this year, but you put up some pretty impressive numbers over your high school career. Talk a little bit to us about, your thoughts about reaching that milestone?
All that comes to mind is just all the people that got me here. You know, the support from my parents, and like I said earlier, Rob Delisani. He opened the gym for me every morning over the summer. I'd take 15,000 shots a summer, and
wow.
he's what got me here. You know, his ability to push me and motivate me. I owe a lot of that to him and to Coach Gage as well.
Yeah, they get those shots up. It's been impressive, and 1,000 points in a high school career. I don't think I scored 100 points in my whole high school career, so that's pretty remarkable.
Oh yeah, your coach Delasanti took some of our Naples teams to the woodshed back when we were in high school. So not only is I'm sure he's a great coach, he was a heck of a player too.
Yeah.
He blew by me a few times, that's for sure. But congratulations, man. We'll be rooting for you up at Blue Cross, and good luck and enjoy the experience.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, definitely.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Max Yale putting on a three-point shooting clinic here today with 23 points in the first half, finishing with 26 points as Honeoye wins this by a final score of 70-53. John Marble chipped in 18 for Honeoye. Meanwhile, Cole Rathman finishes with 31. He had 12 in the first half, 19 in the second half for 31 points, but not enough as Naples falls 70-53, but a great run for the Big Green. Boy, it's that semifinal curse for Coach Salter. This is Naples' 5th semifinal appearance in the last 6 seasons, but they've been unable to get by that semifinal game and get to the Big House.
Yeah, and a disappointing, result tonight for the Big Green, but an exciting postseason nonetheless, and some talented young players that'll be back for Naples next year.
Well, thanks so much to Jason Hunt, who was behind the scenes dealing with some issues tonight and did a great job to get us to be able to come here for the second game, and we even got you the second half for game number 1 as well. So
laying down the plastic when necessary.
Definitely, and thanks for dealing with my errors tonight. But great time here as Honeoye. It's party time for the Bulldogs as they are headed to the Big House. Again, the final score in game number 2, Honeoye 70 and Naples 53. For Jason Hunt, Tani Robinson, I'm Brenton Harrington. Have a great night on Finger Lakes 1.
Tell me